Imagine a child born prematurely at 28 weeks, weighing barely 4 pounds. They're struggling to breathe and are diagnosed with infant respiratory distress syndrome. The best treatment available to them, continuous positive airway pressure, or CPAP. Now imagine that this treatment, while usually saving their lives, results in chronic lung diseases and physical deformities of their nose and face, costing their parents thousands of dollars in medical bills, while also greatly increasing the burden on the nurses and doctors caring for this patient. Nearly 40,000 infants are born with respiratory distress syndrome every year in the United States, and many times that throughout the world. A significant number of these infants undergo this exact experience, transforming a few weeks of treatment into years of complications and distress. And for the hundreds of thousands of infants born with this condition in the developing world, who cannot access CPAP due to a lack of electricity or trained medical personnel, death is often the most likely outcome. My name is David Israel, and I'm with Aeolus from Johns Hopkins University. This issue was presented to us by clinicians at All Children's Hospital in St. Petersburg, Florida. Working with these experienced physicians and their counterparts at Johns Hopkins, we have designed a novel, patentable treatment device to solve this problem. This device will be manufactured in 2 models. First, a high-end model designed for hospitals that already have the resources to use CPAP. And second, a low-end model that functions without electricity and with minimal training intended for low-resource hospitals. CPAP's reliance on positive pressure, basically forcing air down the baby's mouth and nose, leads to complications such as overpressurization of the lungs and trauma from the stress placed on the baby's face as a result of the mask seal. Our devices are based on the principles of negative pressure ventilation, the body's natural method of breathing. In doing so, we improve the delivery of treatment on 2 fronts. First, by placing a sealed compartment over the infant's torso, we avoid any contact with the baby's face. But secondly, a more natural constant negative pressure makes it easier for infants to breathe. The open and simple design of our device makes it easier for nurses and doctors to use during the infant's course of treatment. We are currently in the midst of prototyping our high-end device. Based off initial cost comparisons with neonatal CPAP devices currently on the market, we believe our device could sell for as much as $6,000 and be manufactured for as little as $500. This would result in a gross margin of 85%. This represents a market opportunity in the developed world of over $42.5 million. In the near future, we plan on conducting trials to validate the efficacy of our device on models and in clinics in the developing world. In the long term, we will first sell to high-resource hospitals across the globe, and then use those profits to fund the development of the low-resource model, which will be sold at cost to clinics across the developing world, ensuring that all infants with respiratory distress syndrome get the care that they deserve. Thank you for your time.